Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben Rider. Today is a super exciting day because I can actually test ride the Honda Rebel. Yeah, I always wanted to test ride it. They don't have it in a shop for test ride because they just didn't. And now let's do it here. So I'm very excited. It's a very super low seat height, I think of 695 millimeters, and all the other data I will convey to you later. So you turn it actually on here on the side, like cruiser bobber style thing, huh? So let's see. Whoa, this is low. This is really low. The handlebars are very far. They are very far away from me. So we have the neutral. This is start switch. It also weighs 190 kilos. Definitely, I mean, I'm 80 kilos, 175 centimeters tall. So that is definitely very easy for me. There must be a trip there somewhere, no? Oh, there's a trip, okay. If we press this, we can put it to 0. Okay. Yeah, you sit really strange on this. Yeah, the 2020 model will be not all new, but there will be some differences. And I'm also very excited because it will look much nicer with the LED lights in the front. And it has a new display, a little bit bigger, where it also shows the gears. Yeah, it has some grunt to it as well. Technically it should be the same engine as more or less. Okay, that's the older model, minus 2019. But it should be in similar engine like mine from the CB500X 2019. I know they have reworked the whatchamacallit, engine a little bit. And yeah, of course it will be a little bit different, so maybe I shouldn't compare it that much, but I just see it as a whole, as a one separate thing, you know. But feels good, does feel good. The turn signal indicator is different, maybe different position or something. Different to mine. Okay, I shouldn't compare it. So it's a little bit hard to reach actually, or maybe you just have to get used to it as well. Yeah, I don't really care too much about the display actually. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this, although I like to be digital, but not like this, you know, this style I don't like, but of course that's preference, you know. That's a matter of preference, I guess. So yeah, it's speedy little cannon as well. It's a 471cc. Okay, what can we say about the engine? It has 34 or 35 kilowatts, so it's almost 48 horsepower, or 48 horsepower. So at the legal limit of A2, and I'm an A2 beginner, so I can ride it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it feels like a CB500X naturally. They say, actually some people say that it has more Newton meter in the lower rev range. I mean, I looked at the technical data, I couldn't really find proof of that. Maybe it just feels like it because you sit lower. No, that was just a joke, sorry. That was just a joke. The turn signal is not showing left or right, so it just shows that it's actually activated. But you know, I guess they wanted to go for the old-fashioned custom style whatever, and they usually don't have that, so I guess that's what we have to live with. Just the basics. Actually, I'm not quite sure how much this will cost. I think it's a bit cheaper than mine, so maybe 6,400, 500. I'm not sure. I have to check and put the price down below in the video. So we have a clock here as well. Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that. So what should we do with this truck here? So since most of the dealers, or many of the dealers that we know, are on this stretch of road here coming, actually we can go out of Malaga fairly quickly if we don't have any traffic. Yeah, that's why you always see the same road. I'm sorry. If I'm going to rent this, I can actually also rent this, but it's very expensive. For this one they also want 100 euro, so it's the same price as for the 650R. I don't think that's not really fair. But okay, you know, also they have a price difference. They should be lower in the rental price. But okay, so maybe one day I will rent it. I don't know. I have to decide today actually. You know, I have to make up my mind if it's a pretty cool bike to rent. We'll see about that. Yeah, of course, as a beginner, I'm sorry to say this, but of course it's not a beginner bike, but for me as a beginner, it would be more beneficial to have the gear counter, gear indicator. But okay, I can manage somehow, you know. So let's go quickly to our photo shoot. I hope the sun will not set that quickly, because we want to do some outside shots as well. See what it sounds like when you drive by, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it's very easy to operate, you know. Okay, I have some hours of experience now, but still, even for the bloodiest of beginner, this would be actually perfect bike. You know, the clutch comes in, that has a very linear clutch engagement. I like that. Not like the Honda Monkey, which we just test rode, and where the clutch actually, the engagement is like the last 2 millimeters of the clutch. You know, that's kind of silly. I don't know if they couldn't do it any other way, but yeah, here it's very linear. I like that. And yeah, it is a nice bike, you know, for starting out, I think, you know, except that it doesn't have a gear indicator. But in 2020 they will get that, you know. They have made some changes, and in 2020 they have a gear indicator. So we do not have a ref counter, naturally, because you're not supposed to go like a sporty maniac on a cruiser, I guess. Yeah, the seating position for me is kind of strange, because like on the Benelli cruiser you had your feet all the way up to the front, and here it's kind of strange. You also kind of sit like on a toilet on this one. And I'm only used to that all from scooters, you know. So yeah, the foot peg position is kind of strange on this one here. Yeah, it has enough power for a beginner, definitely. Of course, there are crazy sporty beginners, but for normal beginners this is sufficient. And actually for me also, okay, I'm still a beginner. Yeah, anyway, so what else do we have? Any other data? I think the tank is fairly small. It's only 11 point something liters. The fuel consumption from Honda, they say it's 3.8 liters. That's quite a lot, actually, but around that area, just with a CV500X and so. And what else? The tires, I'm not sure. I'm sure they have a 160 in the rear. Actually, these are kind of bobber tires, so maybe they're actually smaller than that. I have to check. I will put that down below. Oh, look at this beautiful clouds, actually. Yeah. There's actually a YouTube channel out there. I think it's called Dan the Fireman or something. And his girlfriend, or fiancé or something, she also made her license in America for, you know, for riding bikes. I don't know what the differentiation there is for A2A, whatever. They probably don't have that. But she also got this one, you know, as a beginner bike. I didn't really follow later on, but I think also for women, you know, smaller people. Sorry to say that, but usually smaller people. They feel much more comfortable with a bike, you know, that is down fairly low. Yeah, so far very good impression. Very easy to ride, easy to handle, perfect. Little popping is actually heard. I thought there was no popping because it's an older model, but there's some popping actually. That's amazing. Yes, each seat is different than all the other seats, but it's fairly comfortable as well. I don't know for how long. I would like to make a longer test actually on this one. Would be nice. So yeah, the foot position for me is not so comfortable. I really don't like it that much. Actually, the gray is not too bad. Maybe the black would be the best choice. I don't know. I think there are two kind of gray shades of gray, not 50 shades of gray, but black and gray or something like that. Maybe that's the best choice. I don't know. But of course, you know, that's up to everybody else. Yeah, as I said, I'm very happy to ride on this Rebel because I think usually the things that you cannot do or cannot ride, you know, you want the most, and I always wanted to ride the Rebel to see what it feels like. Maybe this even would have been my first bike, but maybe with the seating position, you know, I would have said no way, Jose. I'm not sure, because yeah, for me it's maybe for smaller riders, but for, you know, even for me, I'm 175. And even for me, you know, it is already, it feels kind of too small, you know. That's strange, because usually with my height nothing is really too small. Enough power for me. The gearbox is very nice. It's very precise. You can, yeah, I'm sorry to say this again, but I know it's not for beginners, but you can use it really, really well as a beginner. It's really nice, you know, to use it as a beginner because it's really, really simple, I'd say. Yeah, pretty nice. I do like it. I don't know if we will go on the Autovia today or not. Let's see, sun already setting, huh? Okay. Okay, let's do the sound check. Let's do the sound check. Let's do the sound check. Okay, sound check complete. Yes, unfortunately, it's very dark already. The sun has set already, so we have to be back by the at the dealer at 7 o'clock, so we have to hurry. I didn't want to go on the outer wheel with this, but we have to. And I don't think it will be a problem, because it doesn't have windscreen. It sounds illogical, but watch my other videos and then you understand why I'm saying this. So let's see what the wind is like on this one here, and how fast I can go with it. And I still feel comfortable, you know. Let's go back. It was a good time with you, baby. We had a lot of fun with you. But now we have to bring you back to Papa Honda. We have to bring you back to Papa Honda. Yeah, well, actually, it's good and bad, because that it's getting dark. That's what I mean. The bad thing is that we're getting into the rush hour traffic, and the good thing is that we're actually seeing what the night lights will look like, or the lights on this bike. Night lights, we don't have, well, we do have daytime, but yeah, and you see the display in the dark, so that will be different, although I didn't intend to, because it is getting dark and it's already 6:10. We have to be back by 7. I don't know if we'll make it. Yeah, what we have to go on the outer wheel, or else we're not going to get back in time. Let's see what the wind is like, the wind deflection. So far so good. No turbulences. No turbulences at 100. Let's see. A bit faster maybe. Ah, no turbulences. It's just a naked bike, you know. A naked bike feeling, I mean. Okay, the next time I buy a bike, it will be naked, or maybe super sports where they have this wind deflection. But okay, that's a 6th gear. But I don't think I'm gonna buy another one with a windshield, because I really don't like it. But this one here, it's not too bad. The pressure at 120, almost 120, is good enough for me. You have to sit like a duck, on a bike here, a little bit. Seating position is different, definitely. Yeah. Everything is very easy. I shouldn't turn my head too much at 120, because I have a camera here, and that almost ripped my head off, my helmet off. legal limit in Spain, 120 is okay. Let's see how we do this here. Yeah, while I was riding on that white stripe there, I kind of felt it slipping away, you know. But I think that happens with most of the bikes. Even with my scooter, when I go to a pedestrian crosswalk, they have these white stripes there. It really like starts to wiggle and wobble. Wiggle and wobble. Yeah, but actually not too much pressure here now. Okay, today is not so windy, but the usual wind, you know, coming at you at 120 is not so bad actually. So when I compare this to the 502 Benelli Cruiser 502C, of course I would prefer this one because it's Honda and it really has good quality, everything clicks into place. But the only thing I don't like is the seating position with the feet. And on the Benelli it's a little bit better because they're more forward, like a real cruiser. And yeah, that's what I don't like on this. But my verdict about the Honda Rebel is very positive. Everything is cool, everything is good. That's the old model. Hopefully I can test ride the new model next year with the LED lights, the new display and everything. And yeah, but other than that, very nice. If you're in the market for maybe a cheaper Rebel, you know, because they will get cheaper, I'm sure, you can definitely get this one here, you know. Somehow though at these speeds it doesn't feel that planted on the road like my CB500X, sorry, I'm comparing again. But maybe that's because of the whole wind situation or so. Maybe it's getting kind of a lift here or something, I don't know. Going over these stripes is really strange. But maybe these kind of bobber tires, which are very thin, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, once again, the Honda Rebel 2018 or 19 model, this one here is. That's a test ride from Ben Rider. Thanks very much for watching. Talk to you next time. This is Ben Rider out. Take care, bye bye.